Full disclosure, a whole lot of our staff's very excited about this particular interview. We have David Glidden of the Haunting History Paracon. It's an event coming up this Friday and Saturday, I believe.
That's
Is
right.
that right?
That's right.
Talking about all of the things that you guys are going to be offering this weekend, and we want to get into a little bit of history for you as well.
Okay.
So I've been on your Facebook page and on your website. Absolutely fascinating. Tell us about your organization and Haunting History.
So Haunting History is a show that we started back in 2015. Through the process of going to a lot of these investigations, you start developing a love and passion for the history, and we wanted to create a show that kind of put that out in the forefront, as well as the hauntings, because I think that's really important in salvaging a lot of these historical places.
True.
So we started the show up, and a lot of the episodes are pretty much here in our backyard. It's in the 4-state area. And it just gives a venue for people to explore new places that they had never heard of, and a good way for these historical sites to earn money.
And you've been doing this for a number of years. Give us just a really quick laundry list of things that have happened that have surprised you.
So the biggest thing that's ever surprised me was I was investigating a house in Carthage, and one of the stories that we were told was that there was a man in this house, and we were going to investigate, my team and I were, and my team couldn't show up, so it was just me and the homeowner. We went to the basement, and it's pitch black down there except for what he's holding my camcorder, the LED screen's lighting up his face. And he's standing about 5 feet behind me, and we hear this noise in the corner. We start focusing on that, and then he says, "My back's getting cold." So I looked over my shoulder, and I did like a double take because I had seen this face over his shoulder being lit up by the LED screen. And to be honest with you, the image of it's still ingrained in my brain. It just looked like the Pringles guy. The mustache, the comb over hair. It was wild because although I freaked out about that, and I told him to go upstairs with me, and I told him what it was. I described the man that he had seen when he first moved in to the T. But the thing is, like, after 24 hours, you start questioning yourself, like, did I really see that?
Right.
But the image is still there. Like, it's so unreal.
Did it frighten you a little bit, or did it just surprise you?
It
did startle you.
There are some expletives that were dropped.
Okay.
Whenever I had seen it, I just feel like I probably shouldn't say it on
I'm sure
there.
I would have done the same thing. You did send us some pictures, and we want to look through a couple of these. We're going to talk about the big event too. It's this Thursday and Friday. We'll get to that in a second, but this was one of the first pictures that you sent us.
This was actually one of the first pictures we ever got. This was taken back in 2006 when I started, and this is out of a residence in Neosho, Missouri. Basically, it's kind of hard to see on these screens, but the camera is actually shooting towards some stairs.
Okay.
And this is down in the basement, and behind the stairs, there seems to be this image of a girl or a figure behind the stairs. You can, if you get a good look at it, you can kind of see the eye, and the hairline and things like that. But that was actually the first residence I ever investigated.
So that was one of your first. You've got a couple more. I know there was one that you took. Now, where is this?
This one is in the dining room of the Crescent Hotel.
Legendary for being haunted, right?
I love going there. I go there 3 to 4 times a year. This is the enhancement of that photo. And basically, we were hearing footsteps walking around us for like 15 minutes. And we decided to start snapping some photos. And if you look at the chair closest to you, that's the backing of the chair. It's all brass. And in the distance...
Bottom left?
Yeah, bottom left. In the distance, in the middle, you see the reflection on that brass backing. So you can kind of gauge where that back of the chair is. But sitting in the chair, it seems to be somebody wearing a cowboy hat.
I see that. It is absolutely, and there was nobody there.
There was nobody there.
All right, we've got about a minute left, and I really want to get to your event because you're bringing in some heavy hitters this coming Friday and Saturday. So let's go ahead and bring some of those graphics up. It is, your whole idea is to kind of educate, entertain people, and get them aware that this is something that happens to probably more people than they thought.
That, and people that have a general interest in it, they could come out and talk to some of the people that are speaking at the event. Aaron Thompson is one of them. He's got a new show on Netflix Carter Bushcard is a BFRO MUFON investigator.
And that's UFOs
and Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Jessica Potter, she's an internationally known medium. She's also going to be doing a gallery reading on Friday night, so you can get tickets for that as well. KD and Katie Stafford are from Ghosts of Devil's Perch and Ghosts of Morgan City on Travel Channel and Discovery Plus. They also provide equipment for Portals to Hell.
And the Paranormal Research
They have
Institute.
an exciting announcement that is going to be dropped at the event too.
And this is something new that nobody has ever heard before, and they are wrapping me up, but Randall Shreve?
Yeah, Randall Shreve will be playing the concert on Saturday night, and then we have a ghost hunt at the Route 66 Theater also on Saturday night.
Oh, this sounds like a blast. How do you get your tickets?
You can go on hauntinghistoryparacon.com or go to Eventbrite.
Okay, you got to come back. A little bit closer to you promise?
I promise.
All right, you saw that on TV. Fascinating. Thank you so much for being on. Coming up next on Living Well, it's time for our first look at the weather forecast with meteorologist.